Hey, Jeremy Roberts here. We're gonna have a little behind the scenes and how I go about my sermon preparation process. So let's get to it. Step one, we gotta start with coffee. Step two, prayer. Typically, the way that I pray when I begin the sermon preparation process is I ask God, would you please make it where any word of you would fall upon open hearts and any word that's just from me would fall upon deaf ears. I want this to be a spirit-led type of a sermon. Step three, outline and exegesis. So what I typically do in this process is I read through the Bible, the text from which I'm preaching, and I'll read through it 4, 5, sometimes 6 times. I'll read from different versions of the Bible, and then I break it into smaller pieces and I try to outline it. All right, step 4. This is where I actually sit down and write out the sermon. I write it in a manuscript format, typically about 2,800 to 3,500 words. And what I do is I get out some books, the main books that I'm using to prepare the sermon. Here are a couple because I'm teaching through the end times right now. And I go through the books, read through the details of them. Then I start to type out the outline, the exegesis, the illustrations, and getting the meat on the bone. And here's step 5, our last step. Typically what I do is this. I pray for God to transition the message from my head to my heart, for it to transition from being intellectualized to it being spiritualized. And then I actually deliver the message to the people of God for the glory of God with the book of God.